Welcome guys to another episode of Boom Arena. Today we're gonna be playing with a general control deck, which I usually play because it's like my main deck, and since it's the start of the week I figured like what's the best quality video I can bring on YouTube, and yeah, I've decided general time it is, and we're gonna be playing a first game against Porsche. And Porsche is gonna be playing Super Ape Mortar, as I kind of expected. This Super Ape will be completely countered, which obviously is a very good sign for us. At the start of this game, we're gonna get a Madness right here, and we're gonna get a very good General. So, okay, he's gonna get a Skeletons on my General, and I probably could have played a Necromancer, but like Heal Tiny was a more natural move to me, so yeah, don't worry about it, it worked out at the end of the day. And right now I'm gonna be playing Ghost on this Gunner because he's gonna be playing also a Super Ape, and I need some resources against that as well. Okay, so my Drunker is at the edge of dying, so okay, there's no skeletons here. He kinda didn't try to play any games against me, so we're gonna just take this tower. I thought he's gonna be playing skeletons, but yeah, he didn't, so that's gonna be nice for us. And for this defense, I think I'm gonna have to lightning the bridge. No matter how uncomfortable this play may seem, I think that's our only play to survive, and I'm gonna take absolutely every chance to do so. Normally I would have played troops, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and against Super Ape that has to take your tower, it is usually a play, because after all, you're not wasting any time. I'm gonna play another Heal Tiny, right? Okay. Unfortunately, Mortar was connected on Ghost, so it was kinda pointless, but at the end of the day, it worked out nicely, so I don't think there's anything to complain about. I'm gonna play Ghost here, and right now he will have to go in for a Super Ape, which, like you probably know, is a good thing for us, because if you can assure yourself that you know your opponent's next move, you usually will be in a good shape, because over time you will also get to know how to anticipate it. And right now I'm gonna just play Drunker because it's one hit, and actually it's absolutely fine for me to take that hit, because the tower just has too much health, and that's gonna close the game out. That was fast and fun one. I think the game could have been more interesting had he didn't blunder his tower at the beginning of the game, but it doesn't really matter, we get a dub, yeah. So we're in the next game, and we're gonna be against, I'm not gonna even try to attempt how to pronounce it, but yeah, he's gonna be a 700 medal player, and he opens with the Swordman, so another solid cycle deck. I mean, at this point, I think in Boom Arena you can only meet two types of decks, and it's gonna be either like solid defensive decks like Steel Bait, Super Ape, Splemetary, or Viking Bridge Spam, and that's pretty much the recurring theme how it goes. And if you can play a deck that's gonna be good against both of these playstyles, you will be good to go. That's why Viking Bridgestorm is actually good, because Viking Bridgestorm is pretty nice at punishing mistakes of the cycle players, but if you happen to play perfectly, which obviously is hard but not impossible, you'll be having an upper hand, because yeah, after all, the Bridgestorm player is just a Bridgestorm, and against a defensive deck, I'm gonna actually try to attack them as much as possible, unless they pull out a General out of nowhere. Well, it happens that my friend is playing some kind of General Cycle type of deck, which is weird to say the least, but because we're gonna just take the tower. The reason why General with a defensive cards is usually not a way to go, because with General you by default want to sacrifice some defense in order to have stronger offense, and if you are sacrificing this offense to have stronger defense, you kinda have a expensive win condition, which has to be supported by a committed push, and at the same time you are not able to commit because all you can play is swordmen and archers. So yeah, that's why it doesn't work, and people usually pair more aggressive cards with a general, and that's gonna be a proof on the video. Caught in 4K, yeah, definitely play more aggressive cards with general. Also recently I was watching my YouTube analytics, and by the looks of it, I mean, obviously everything changes from day to day, but if we follow the trend that we are following right now, which is like, I don't know, I mean, view-wise and sub-wise, I think I'm gonna reach the 1000 subscribers at the end of the year if nothing else happens and I have some rabbits up my sleeve, so definitely something will happen. And that was the worst necromancer of the century. If that trend happens, I think I'm gonna start making money by the end of the year from YouTube, and that's gonna be a perfect case scenario because I would love to make money from YouTube to help grow my channel even more, because right now I'm kinda broke college student, and yeah, that's not gonna work out if I want to. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. I'll unfortunately have to even sack this tower. I don't know. So anyhow, I would love to like host some events, maybe upgrade my quality of videos by hiring an editor and stuff, like all the good stuff you can do to grow your channel even more. I'm gonna get a general here. Unfortunately, he's gonna get a fat lock with his mother skeleton on my general, which at the end won't matter because I'm gonna get killed on the tower and on mother skeleton, so that was very lucky for me, but could have ended way worse, so you have to be always careful about those. He's gonna get a fat lock with a twins. I didn't expect that blitz, so I'm gonna drop a nice play here. And right now we will have to win this game, which on paper looks advantageous for me, but don't forget he has Viking and I pretty much cannot counter it at all. So yeah, I'll have to abandon this Super Devil. He either was very behind on mana or was just calling my bluff that this Super Devil won't achieve anything. And it won't. I just wanted to force out some smaller response and perhaps get some advantage, but yeah. This time it won't happen. I'm gonna try to play Ghost to counter this twins, and it will work out fabulously. This is one of the interactions that will I will try to single-handedly carry the game with this interaction, because not many people know that Ghost fully counters twins, so he won't probably be willing to play a blitz on that, and he definitely should, because he needed to take that tower, and since he didn't take that tower, I'm gonna gladly take that win. It was a very hard matchup had he taken that tower, so yeah. Very nice win. We're gonna get another game against Porsche, which is, well, he's already calling good game. It happens sometimes, I absolutely understand him. It's tilt, man. If you're meeting a player that will have a good matchup against you, you usually won't be so happy about it. And even though I don't think that General has a matchup against a Super Ape, I certainly think that I absolutely know how to play this matchup and I'm feeling comfortable in it, so he'll have to like work overtime in order to get any opening. But right now he's gonna just try to bait out my general in the open. That's a nice move. I'm gonna go for the heal timing and I'm gonna get a perfect heal, and I think from this point forward he cannot do anything. This jungler and ghost will connect onto the tower, and I think the game has been sealed already, so very rapid beginning. And the one thing I'm gonna address here is I'm not a fan of Explorer in this deck. Swordman is way more solid, and yeah, with Explorer usually you cannot avoid situations like this. But with a swordman, you will get much more favorable trades. So yeah, he actually left the game. I was kinda talking and didn't see that. Let's jump to the game number 5. And I think that's gonna be a very good way to end this video, as we're gonna be playing against Zero Medal. So he's gonna actually be playing some serious moves, as it's the first time I've seen someone playing Digger in the bag. That must be a serious dedication. He must be really scary that if he messes up anything at all, I'm gonna absolutely counterplay him to the death. And while it's pretty over-exaggerated, I completely agree with him. There is a chance I have absolute 100-0 and he is just taking no chances of this happening, because, well, obviously he can lose instantly if he overcommits. And yeah, I'm gonna just play safe. 3, 4, 5, not a bad trade. I'm gonna try to overwhelm his piercing archer, and so far I think that's gonna be successful. Unfortunately, my super devil will be targeted by the tower, but by the looks of it, he doesn't even have mana to do anything with it. So I'm gonna just take this tower very early on. And yeah, right now there are two options actually. He will play the game being down a tower, or he will resign, and by the looks of it, it looks like that's gonna be the second option. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you aren't already. Like I said, I'm gonna try to monetize the channel till the end of the year, so I can host tournaments, improve my channel a bit, and maybe even get some giveaways going. Sky's the limit. Also, I kinda want some money for my own. I don't think it's not that selfish. So yeah, thanks for watching once again. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next episode tomorrow at 6 p.m. UTC +1 in Boom Arena.